Let's rock and roll. I think everything's working now. What's going on, y'all? Let's see, is this up? All right, we're live there. Time to go live on TikTok. Let me put this over here, actually, just in case. Just in case. Sparsh, what's going on, man? How are you? All right, my OBS wasn't working yesterday, so now it's working. So the chat's coming in. I'm gonna just go live here just in case. Hood, sir, hoodie. Yeah, we can look at Hood. The old Hood. Every single day, we're gonna look at Hood until that thing hits $300. What's going on, y'all? And for all those of you that are in the Discord, I want to give a big shout out to Ivan. He's cooking up in there. He's making the Discord look all nice and good. So just want to give I don't know if Ivan's on TikTok yet. He might join here soon, but just want to give a shout out to him. How are you? What's up, Raja? How are you? I'm good. Doing good. It's Wednesday, so, doing pretty good. What do you think about opening up Bitcoin? As always, we're going to start with Bitcoin today. So give me 2 seconds and I'll flip my screen and we can cover Bitcoin. But yeah, we'll cover that. I hope you're doing good. Good to see you again. What's going on? Yeah, good to see you as well. Just waiting for XDN to pop off. Then we can look at that every single day. We got to look at Hood every day, XCN every day, and VeChain and Bitcoin. That's great. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Adri? How are you? Doing good. Doing good. How's your day going so far? Is that Amir? How's it going? I'm doing good, Amir. How are you? I am doing good. How are y'all doing today? For those of you that are in the Discord and are like wondering what's going on, so Ivan is messing with the Discord. He's making it look better, changing the permissions and stuff. I'm not a Discord person, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but he's making it look good. So what's up, Ahmed? How are you? Doing good. Let me flip my screen here, guys, in a second so we can cover some Bitcoin charts today. Hello. Is the Discord a paid membership? No, so it's free right now. I am creating, because I've had some interest in like coaching and teaching people how to do what I do. I will be creating some sort of coaching plan membership type thing. But regardless of the point, there'll still be a free Discord, and I'll probably have some sort of membership inside the Discord, but that'll be a separate thing. Like I'll have a free version of the Discord with like channels in the community to interact, and then I'll have a paid version of it, which will be more coaching and training, but those will all be private channels for paid members. So you won't see that if you're a free member. I'm going to keep both options open. We are in the sea of Y, right? Let me flip my screen. We can jump into it. But yeah, the Discord's in my link tree in my bio. If you go to the bio, my link tree's in there. Bluebird, what's going on? Thank you for the heart. In the link tree in my bio, it has the Discord link into it. So if you want to join that, feel free to join. It is free. And Ivan's helping me set it up. So he's in the background cooking up, making the permissions, everything. I'm not a Discord guy, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but he's helping me set it up and make sure the Discord's not available to spam accounts and, just trying to try to make the Discord the best possible safe environment so that people don't get scammed. So we are currently setting that up, and so far it's been good. Now let's go to Bitcoin, because that is what's on everyone's mind, and that is what we want to focus on. I think we start every stream with Bitcoin, so let's go to Bitcoin, and then we can jump over to some other assets. And yes, Sparsh, I will not forget about Hood. We can jump to Hood in a second. So on the daily time frame, you can see, let me compare, which I've been talking about for a while now. Like, look how, again, price action never repeats. It never gives you the same thing twice. But like, look how similar these wave fours are. It's so similar to each other. We have like this choppy move, a downswing, and then a pump up, choppy move, downswing, and then these double pumps up. It is very similar, which is really interesting. Not that price action is going to repeat that, but it is just very cool to watch price action do what it's doing. Is that Watakan? Hello, how are you, Watakan? How are you? So on the 4-hour chart, I was looking at it earlier today on Bitcoin. Can't, right. Okay, perfect. Ivan, I don't know if you're in the TikTok live, but I got your Discord message. So on the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin, which is what I did a video on today of, is so far we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure down. And what we have developing right now is this ABC structure, right? And the zones that I was talking about, basically, what's today, the 25th? I was talking about this 3 days ago when I made my video of how this was a 5 wave down and to expect some level of ABC movement. And my targets on that were between basically 70K to 73, so between the 0.382 to the 0.618. Price is kind of reacting to these levels. You can see, you know, price came up to the 0.5, came down, reclaimed again, came down, came up to the 0.5, reacted off it. So we're just letting this price action kind of develop. On the 4-hour, it does look like we have an A wave, a B wave, and this is kind of a C, but it almost looks like we have an A, B, and then a C developing. So I'm just letting price action play out and not forcing anything or jumping the gun too quickly, just letting this wave 2 play out. And then for me, what's next after we decide, you know, are we going to reject here at 71, 72, or are we going to pump up to the 0.618 at 73? Just let price action do its thing. And then from here, we'll get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down, similar to this move right here. So when we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down, that will repeat for the wave 3. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for, is this next drop down. Let me see here. I'm hoping we break down soon, as I'm on sidelines waiting to buy back in. I think we are very close. It's possible for sure. Based on the price action I'm seeing, you know, it's very corrective in nature. You can see the difference between like this impulsive move right here is very quick, very fast moving. And then you can see this corrective ABC structure for a wave 4, and then price reacted down. That's kind of what we're having right now. We have this A, B, and then C structure developing. After that, we should see the lower leg down. And for me, my next target, which I already did a video about it, but I'll show you guys on stream here. My next target for the wave, the next wave down is, say we pump up to like 73. My next target is the 1.618 at like 59K. So this would be my next target. Obviously, price could come down even further to the 2. It could come down to the 2.618. Let me move that up a little bit so you can see it. So really, the 1.618 is my next target. We can get extensions down here between 55 to 50. It just really depends how explosive price action gets. We can see on this previous wave 3 right here, this green wave 3. So this move right here for the wave 3, we had an extension down, I think, to the 2.618. Yeah, so we extended down to the 2.618 on this one. So if that happens again with this 1, 2, and 3 wave down, the next target is between 59 to 50. It would be the next target for the wave 3. This obviously was an extension of a wave 3 down to the 2.618. If that happens again, we go down to 50K. So those are kind of my next targets. I feel that we're going to bottom by mid-April. That is possible. I really do think that could be possible. You know, maybe this geopolitical stuff and uncertainty in the market drags on for a little bit more, and then, you know, we get a bottom from here. But if you look at the larger structure of it, obviously this is on a smaller time frame, right? These are daily candles. On the monthly time frame, again, I want to try to distinguish, because I know I had some questions earlier today about like, well, you know, what do these waves count? So I want to preface this because it's going to make a little bit more sense. So the way that Elliott Wave Theory works is you have waves and then on different time frames. So when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move, all that means is an impulsive wave up that happens in 5 moves, and then we get a 3-wave correction. So on the monthly, we have this 5-wave move, and then we have this ABC. Now, on the daily time frame, this is just that example on a smaller time frame where we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just repeats on different time frames. I just want to make sure that's clear. But again, 60 to 50K are my next targets. Could we potentially bottom in April? Possible. I mean, we are in the ideal scenario is what we want. This is the ideal scenario, which would mean the correction would happen sooner, is price doesn't go above 76K. As long as price stays below that in a 3-wave move and then we drop, for me, that's the wave 3. And that's what we want, because that means the price is going to basically bottom soon. If we decide to go up and pass 76K, for me, that just means this wave 4 is further correcting. So we have this, you know, A wave, B wave, C wave, and then another A wave, maybe a B wave and a C wave, and then another A, B, C up, and then we drop. So I ideally want this to be the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, 4, 5, because that means the correction should end sooner and we can get on with our lives and resume the upward trend, which, looking at the monthly time frame, everyone that's come to the stream, you guys know my next target on this. This being the wave 1, the wave 2, and then the wave 3 up to 200K. Let's get done with this correction as quick as possible, and then we can resume the uptrend to 200K, which will, again, complete in a 5-wave move like that to 200K. Ethereum analysis? Yeah, we can do Ethereum analysis. If we get another spike up, that will set us back another 2 weeks. Yeah, so that's exactly why I don't want price to spike up. While that might seem counterintuitive, because you're like, well, wait, you know, I want price to go up, right? Like, I want price to continue going up because I want the bull trend and the upward movement to continue. Yes and no, because based on the structure, you know, obviously if we invalidate up here at 87,000, then this whole entire structure is obliterated and we'd have to reevaluate. As long as price stays below 87K and chops, the next high probability move is down. The quicker we complete that, the quicker we can complete the structure and move up. So it's all about structure. It's all about having completed structure. And until this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave happens, the structure is not done. We still got to do this. So the further we prolong that, it just means the correction's further, which is a pain in the fucking ass because we just want this to be done. What about CME gap at 86? So I'm not really familiar with CME gaps. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Let's see, 86. Where would that be? Right here. Are you referring to this right here? This zone right here at 86? Is that what I'm assuming? I don't know, 86. Maybe this is a gap, 86. That's the only thing I could potentially look at. Or is it this one? I'm not sure. I don't really know what CMEs are, to be honest. It's not part of my strategy. So I would be guessing what that looks like. But for me, as long as price stays below 76 and then we drop, that is good. That's a good sign because we can end the correction sooner. Yeah, we can jump over to Ethereum. Just let me catch up on some of these comments on TikTok Live. Can you do Chow? Yeah, we can do Chow. How do you trade after market close? So I'm not a trader, I'm an investor. While I am starting to incorporate some swing trades into sort of the overall strategy, I'm more of an investor and I buy on large time frames at deep value discounts and then ride the wave up. For me, I'm able to capture bigger moves. It's less stress. I don't have to pay attention to the charts every 5-10 minutes for 5 to 15 minute candles. Taking forever so slow. Yeah, 100%. Like, everyone got caught off guard by this move back here on the monthly time frame because we had a 5-wave completed move and then we had this A wave and this B wave bounce. And when you look at it on the weekly, it kind of tells it shows you the story on the weekly. You have this A wave, B wave, C wave, then an ABC, and then another ABC. That's a corrective complex B, which is not impulsive. That's why when price moved above its all-time high and then corrected, people were caught off guard because they were expecting, an impulsive wave to the upside. We had this ABC and then this ABC, 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 B, and then we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. For me, that's just a massive expanding flat structure that has taken over a year to complete. And once this is done, that for me is the start of the next move to the upside towards 200K. What is our strategy if we cross 76K? Nothing changes for it. As long as we don't break above 87K, the structure still holds. And it would just mean that the wave 1 isn't in play. So on the structure itself, we have this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're waiting for the 5th in order to complete it. If price was to go above 76, this is not a wave 1 and it's invalidated, which would mean this can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 developing to complete the wave 5. So it just means further corrections on the table and we got to wait for the impulse down. That's all it really means. So let's jump over to Ethereum. because I know some questions were made about Ethereum. Ethereum's in a different spot, while similar, but it's different. Let me see. Microsoft. Yeah, we can look at Microsoft. I think we did Microsoft yesterday, but yeah, we can do Microsoft again. CPI count comes out on the 10th, and they will justify that for what charts are already going to do. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't really go off of data. I look at more so the technical analysis, because oftentimes the chart kind of shows you what's going to happen next. And from what I've seen back from December, when we were looking at this move for the wave 4 on Bitcoin, I was expecting a dump, and then obviously all the negative news came out, and then people were using that to justify the price action. What's up, Ash? Can it be an ABC correction? Possible. We just got to let price action come out and tell us the story. What's up, JC? How are you? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How are you? You can see my comment. I'm scrolling back, Sanad, but I don't see your comment. The only thing I saw was, I don't think so. I don't know I don't know what that means. So I saw it, but I'm just not sure what you're referencing. Tesla, yeah, I think we did Tesla yesterday. We can do Tesla. What do you think of S&P? We can do S&P too. I did S&P yesterday. It does look topped for sure. Bitcoin, yeah, we were just on Bitcoin. We're gonna jump to Ethereum. So let's jump to Ethereum, because Ethereum also controls altcoins. So we can do Ethereum. We can do Solana too. What up? Is that mindset therapy? What's going on? So Ethereum's in a little bit of a different spot than Bitcoin, where we have a 5-wave move on the monthly time frame. So we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a completed wave 5 structure. And then we have this being the wave 1, this being the wave 2. So on the wave 2, what we currently have on this wave 2 correction after a 5-wave move is we have a bunch of different multiple corrective movements. So this whole structure for me back here was just all corrective. It just doesn't really look impulsive. Maybe this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 2, and then a 3, 4, and then a 5. But I'm pretty sure price action here overlaps. Yeah, I think it does. So that, for me, that wasn't. This was almost an A wave, a B wave, and then a C wave up. And then we had this A, B, C, B wave down, and then A, B, C down. The first impulsive wave for me on Ethereum was this right here. This wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then we have this big ABC down. I do have further downside on Ethereum. My next targets on it were like 1700, kind of past this low down here. The reason being, 1, from structure, but 2, from Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin dumps, you typically get dumps on altcoins as well. And when you look at this on a smaller time frame, we almost have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 developing. So for me, I'm just waiting for one more dip on altcoins, one more dip on Bitcoin, and then I'll be allocating capital to VeChain and EOS are the 2 altcoins I'm looking to add to my portfolio. And I've already picked up this stock NEO. I've already picked up NEO. I'm waiting for a dip on Ethereum and Bitcoin to pick up BMNR, SBET, MSTR, MSTU. I already picked up some Circle, but I'm waiting for a further dip on that to add to my dollar cost averaging amount. So there's some things on my radar I'm looking to pick up, and there are some deep value discounts right now for sure. Let me see. I love your video, so Thorns. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. I try to make investing, and I try to make it as simple as possible, because at the end of the day, investing is very complex, and I know from speaking with my wife on it all the time, she's not necessarily the finance person, I am. And when I talk to her about these things, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you got to simplify this. So she's a great person when I talk to it to be able to simplify these things. And at the end of the day, I want to help make investing very simple for others, because I feel like there's too many people that try to sound super smart and try to sound like they know everything, to come across as like better than you, and to come across as like they know everything. And then it makes you feel inferior. And then you're like, wait, I don't want to ask this person questions, because they're not, they're just making things more complex and almost like standing on a pedestal. So my whole thing is to try to make investing simple and not overcomplicate it. Based on the current structure, do you think we will revisit above 76? Based on the current structure developing on Bitcoin, I don't think so. Because on Bitcoin, it does look like we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have a 3-wave move up, which for me, that's just a wave 2, and then we should see a dump lower. It's just a matter of time for me. But my next target on Ethereum, for those of you that were interested in Ethereum, I do have one more leg lower for Ethereum, and then 7,300 is my next target for this being the wave 1, the wave 2, and then the wave 3 is next. Then we'll get a wave 4 and a wave 5. So that's essentially what's next for Ethereum. What do we got here? Let me scroll. Where are we at? Do Bitcoin? Ethereum. Okay, we're on Ethereum. JC, thumbs up. What's this is Ethereum. This is Ethereum. Yeah, thank you, Topper. Yeah, this is Ethereum. Let's see. Let me go back to the comments. Sometimes I gotta scroll because they come in and I miss them. Agreed. Does using AI actually work? I don't use AI. All my stuff is hand drawn. It's all hand charted. For me personally, I just don't really trust. Like, I don't really use AI on just a personal basis. So I kind of avoid it. I like to use my brain and my human thinking. I like to avoid AI at all costs. Another one I like too is Solana. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna go to Solana. Solana looks pretty good too from a risk to reward standpoint. And again, you can see the differences in all these structures with just how their wave counts are developing. So Solana obviously being different than Ethereum, and the chart is very different. We do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up here with a massive wave 2 down. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up with this ABC corrective movement. This is just an extended wave 1 of a wave 3. This being the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3 is next to about 522. Then we'll get a correction for it, and then one last wave up. I realize you guys can't see that. Essentially, this is what's next for Solana, a wave 1, 2, 3 up, 4 down, and then 5. My next target on Solana, again, with Bitcoin going down another probably 20%, 15 to 20% towards 60 to 50K, that will also, for me, bring down altcoins. I do have it, Solana going down to about $70, between like 70 to 60. So one more decline on that. And then for me, 522 is next on Solana. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Solana looks good from a risk to reward. I'm already personally out on Solana. I bought in down here after this wave 1 and I sold up here. I didn't sell the top. I know that. I sold somewhere around, I want to say like 180 to 200, somewhere around 180 to 200. I already made like I can't remember. I bought into Solana early. When did I buy into Solana? I think I bought into Solana around $15. I think I got in at Solana, and then I sold around 200-ish. So I think that was a 10x on Solana, which was a good trade, but I personally already exited Solana. What's your targets on Ethereum? Why do you have 10,000? Oh, let me jump back. Are you talking about this up here? The 10,893? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, so that's just fib extensions. So I'll show you an example of, actually silver, SLV is a good example of it. I can show you an extension, but these are just fib extensions. So what that means is this is the length of wave 1. And then when you chart out these extensions, it basically says from the current price right here, how far do I anticipate a wave 3 going up? If wave 3 is equal to wave 1, it will stop here. If it's 1.618 times larger, it will end here, which is the typical target for the wave 3. We could also shoot to the 2 times extension or the 2.618. Those are just hypotheticals, but the wave 3 typically targets right here at the 1.618 at $7,300. I'll show you an example on SPY. So on SPY, we can look at the wave count of SPY. This being the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you take the trend-based fib extension, which is this tool right here, the trend-based fib extension, I'm using, this is TradingView, by the way. So this is the TradingView is just basically like, how do I describe TradingView? It's like a charting tool. I guess it's free. You just, create an account on TradingView. It's like a way to chart. For me, it's just a very clean way to chart, but you go to this indicator, or no, it's not an indicator, it's a tool that you use, and it's called the trend-based fib extension. Essentially, you take it to the bottom of wave 1, you hit, you click it. Then you go to the top of wave 1, you click it, and then you go to the bottom of wave 2, if I can get it here. And then you click it. Now, you can see, let me put the 1 on it, and then you can see what I mean. So, for this wave 3, right, the price entered right here. It targeted between the 1.618 and 2, meaning this wave right here was 1.618, between 1.618 and 2 times the length of this, which satisfies the rules of Elliott Wave Theory because wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. So you can see this example of how the Fibonacci extensions work. Typically, wave 3 targets between this zone. You can also get an extension up to the 2.618. It is possible to even extend further. And then what happens on the wave 5 is you typically get an extension, if I can get it here. You typically get an extension to the inverse 1.618 of wave 4, which is where it's sitting at currently. That's why we're seeing this reaction here off this level. I was saying SPY was topped and there was limited upside on SPY. I know everyone was, commenting on the thing. No, it's not going to happen. But based on this structure, having already completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is next is an ABC down. This already satisfies the rules of Elliott Wave Theory, meaning it extended to the 1.618. It could also extend to the 2. We could get this mini pullback here, and then maybe we pump a little bit higher. On the daily and weekly time frame on this, structure right here, it's very hard to see where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement is. It just looks like a big banana, and it's very confusing. But on the monthly, it looks a little bit more clear. And what I was expecting on SPY, if this is the top and we continue moving down, is my next zones on SPY are 564 to 481. Those are my next zones between the 0.382 pullback to the 0.618. And we'll get this in sort of this type of structure. We'll get a 3-wave move down somewhere between the 0.382 to the 0.618. The 0.382 being a shallow correction, the 0.618 being a deep correction. I'll show you an example of that. Let me see this real quick. On this wave 4 here, you can see that price went perfectly down to the 0.618 correction, right? So on this wave, we had this wave up, this wave down to the 0.618, and then we bounced. And then if you look at the previous wave on the wave 2, it was a more shallow correction. And we came down, I believe, to the 0.382 on this one. Yeah, we came down right to the 0.382. Let me zoom in there so you can see it. So the price on this one came down to the 0.382. When it's on the wave 4, it came all the way down here to the 0.618. So that's why I pay attention to those levels, because the price typically reacts to those levels. So if we get something like that for SPY, if we get a shallow wave 2 correction, which you just saw back here, 564 is the next target. If you get a deep correction like this wave 4, so this wave 2 would be right here. This wave 4, which we just covered, would be right here. So that's why I say pay attention to these zones, is because that's where price wants to go next, between 564 to 481. Upside is very limited on SPY. If you're looking to long SPY now, I would say be cautious, because it does look like we've topped based on the structure. The better risk to reward trade, in my opinion, is wait for an ABC pullback, get in down here, and then wait for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up. That for me would be what's next. So I hope that helps. What financial credentials do you have? Do you have a finance degree? Yeah, I went to school for finance, so I graduated with my finance degree. I was a financial advisor for about 3 years. I had my Series 6 license, my Series 63 license. I was studying for my Series 7. And I was an advisor for about 3 years. So those are my credentials. But I also have experience in trading and investing. I've been doing it for over 8 years personally. And I read a lot of books and educate myself. So, and my work. I let my work provide context. So those are my credentials. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate the heart. I appreciate that. I missed some of these comments here. So let me scroll back up. Silver. Yeah, we could do silver. With how many month you made it? I invested in Solana in 2023. I think around August of 2023. I know. Let's see. I'll do the month. I'll do the date. So let's see, where's 2023? I invested somewhere here with Solana, and I think I exited somewhere in I want to say maybe 2024. I exited at 200. So it was about a 200-day. Again, that's why I'm more of an investor. I don't trade these things. So it was about a 273-day hold. So I held for about a year and did like a 8 to 10x on that investment, which was a solid one. Solana really ripped off the beginning. Silver, yeah, we can look at silver. We did SLV yesterday. I can do SLV if that's what you guys want to do. And with that, I don't know what this is. Could you give me a sum? Yeah, so the easiest way, this is the concept and the strategy that I use for investing is called Elliott Wave Theory. That's why when you see all these like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC structures, that all that it is part of my strategy. Like that's it. Like that's just part of my strategy. And inside Elliott Wave Theory, you can Google it, you can YouTube it. Elliott Wave Theory has been around since like the early, I want to say like 1910 or 1920. I can't remember how long it's been around, but it's been over 100 years or 50 to 100 years. This thing's been around and people have been using it for years. You can actually get certifications in Elliott Wave Theory. There's a website called Elliott Wave International, I believe. Let me see. Elliott International. I think I typed that wrong. Yeah, here it is. Elliott Wave International. So you can go to elliottwave.com and you can actually get like certifications for it. I can't show you the whole screen because TikTok's vertical, but you can go to education and you can get certifications here in Elliott Wave Theory. Typically, after you get that certification in Elliott Wave Theory, you can go and apply for jobs like a financial analyst or, a financial modeling. Like they're highly recognized certifications that you can get with Elliott Wave Theory. So it's something that a lot of people use, and that's the strategy that I use, and that's why you see all these numbers here. Essentially, the way that the market moves, according to Elliott Wave Theory, is you get a 5-wave move up, and then you get an ABC down, and then another 5-wave move up. So markets move in waves, and that's the whole concept of it, is you get a 5-wave move, an ABC, a 5-wave move, ABC, and on SLV, which is what we're looking at now, you can kind of see that. We have a wave 1, a wave 2, this wave 3, we're currently in the wave 4, and then anticipating another wave 5 for SLV here. For me, the next targets on SLV, I think one of them was already hit for this wave pullback on the wave 4. Yeah, so we're currently sitting at the 0.5 pullback, which again, you'll hear me say this all the time as part of my strategy. Dollar cost averaging in between the 0.382 and the 0.618 is a great strategy because you're never going to be able to time the bottom perfectly, but you're going to be able to identify deep value discounts. You can see from here, if I take it from the top to the 0.382, that's a 30% discount you're getting on this. If it goes down to the 0.5, which is where it's at now, it's a 40% discount. Goes down to the 0.618, it's a 50% discount. So it just allows you to identify where the market's at in its current structure. And you can see on this right here, just on this third wave, let me show you guys on this third wave. So back here, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1. Then we have this long wave 2. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up for the wave 3, wave 4, and then a wave 5 blow off top. And then we have this A wave, B wave, and C wave structure developing. So these are on the weekly time frame. You can see it, on this, right? After a 5-wave move up, you get this 3-wave pullback somewhere between the 0.382 to the 0.618, which is where price is right now. We bounced down to the 0.5, reacted off it, came up for the B wave, and then we're currently in the C wave. For this structure, and you can even see it on the smaller time frame. So if you go to the daily time frame on SLV, let me move this out of the way, you can see we had this A wave, B wave, C wave, then this A wave, B wave, C wave, then this A wave, B wave, C wave. So within inside of an A wave of this larger wave A, you also get a 3-wave move like this. Within inside of this larger wave B, you get a 3-wave move, and then in the C, you get a 3-wave move. So silver does, or SLV rather, the stock symbol SLV does look like it is It's at a decent zone at the 0.5. So, but it doesn't apply to it doesn't apply to everything, right? Like if you go to like some highly volatile, like super low market cap meme coin that has like no fundamentals behind it, or just like it's very volatile. Elliott Wave Theory, you can still use it, but it's not as accurate. You really want to use it on higher market cap tokens, higher market cap stocks. I'll show you a really good example. Sparks, you already know where we're going because Hood is like the prime example of Elliott Wave Theory. But on Robinhood, you can see like a really clean move on the weekly. So this whole structure right here, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this ABC down. This whole structure for this wave 1 and the wave 2 has already corrected, you know, down to the 0.5. My next level on Hood is $63 at the 0.618. I do think based on the smaller time frame structure, we have one more move down. But Hood is a really good example of like how Elliott Wave Theory works. You see on this time frame, you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up to make up the wave 1. Then you get a 5-wave move for the 3, and then a 5-wave move for the 5, and then that completes the entire structure. And then you get an ABC down somewhere between the 0.382 to the 0.618. So that's essentially how the structure works and how the strategy works. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up because I met there was like 50 comments. Are you buying while SPY's under its 200 moving average? So I don't use moving averages. I just use this. For me, I'm not buying SPY until it corrects to the 0.382 at minimum. At minimum, I'm not touching it. So my next level is, give me a second. My next level on SPY to even consider adding it would be 563. At the bare bones minimum, 614 at the 0.3236. But that would be such a shallow correction. The 0.382 is like the most common, so I wouldn't touch SPY until 563. That's me personally. What is the typical time duration between waves? There's not really rules around it. Like Elliott Wave has rules around like how these waves develop. Like in order for this to be a wave 3, you have to have 5 smaller subwaves. In order for this to be a wave 4, it can't enter the territory of wave 1. In order for this to be a wave, a 5-wave move, like you have to have 5 bigger moves in it. So there's like certain rules, but there's not a lot geared around like time. It's not like, okay, wave 1 took, 3 months. Wave 3 has got to take double that amount of time. It doesn't really work like that. You just have to wait for price action to come out. For example, on Robinhood, you can see this wave 1 lasted 200 days. Then this wave 3 lasted 189 days, so it was shorter, but it was just faster price action. So we had a really impulsive wave 3. Like you can see that this price just shot up really quickly, where what you're mainly looking for is these 5 smaller subwaves. So once you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, then you're looking at the wave 3 and saying, okay, now that this wave 2 bottom came in, and I'll show you where this wave 2 bottom came in. I think it was at the 0.618. Yeah, it came right down to the 0.618 for the wave 2, which is typical of a wave 2. Typically, wave 2 retraces the most. So you have this wave 1, wave 2 down to the 0.618. Now you're at a deep dollar cost average zone. Again, my strategy is geared around layering in between these levels. And then what you wait for next is the wave 3. And for the wave 3, what you're essentially waiting for is a 5-wave move up. So once you identify what wave you're in, you're saying, okay, I'm in wave 3. Now I'm waiting for a wave 1, wave 2. So you've completed 2 waves. Then you have a wave 3, wave 4. All right, I still have one more wave to go. Boom, I get the last wave, and then the correction's next. So that's essentially how it works. And then there's, targets around it of where the price should go next. On Robinhood, I think it hit it to the perfect 1 point. No, on Robinhood, it actually extended. So this being the wave 1, the wave 2, your target on the wave 3 was $40, but obviously it extended past that to the 2.618. So there's certain rules and whatnot that you have to abide by for Elliott Wave Theory. If Bitcoin bottoms, then what will be the best rate to buy VeChain? For which chart did you use on VeChain? I think VeChain was the spot crypto. I want to say VeChain was this one, the spot crypto. That was the one that I used on VeChain. It seemed like it had the most price action on it, and that's the one that I was going off of. But for me with VeChain, because it is a highly speculative, lower market cap, higher volatility token, whatever price VeChain's at when Bitcoin makes its bottom, that's when I'm going to be putting it in. Because the risk to reward for me is, there's limited risk to the downside because Bitcoin's bottom, there's greater reward to the upside. So I'm not necessarily as concerned about my entry here because it's already corrected so much of this move. Like, we're already at a deep value discount. Like, we're way past the 0.786, and we've already declined from the all-time high, like, I want to say like 90%. Yeah, 97%. So for me, it would just be pushing pennies at that point. The better risk to reward is buy in whenever Bitcoin ends and then wait for the uptrend. That's sort of my strategy with VeChain. What do we got here? How do you think Bitcoin would react to troops on the ground in Iran? I don't know. I'm not sure. That would be a unique thing that I think no one really would know. I just have data. The only data I have in my hand is the technical analysis and the charts. And for me, there's one more leg down for Bitcoin, then we resume up. So we'll see. I'm paying $6,000 for the first 5 people to DM Faith. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. No DMing, no coming in here, spamming, add my crypto address. No. We're not doing that. What do we got? Very bearish chart here. I don't know. Was that Hood? I don't remember which one we were on. Is that Alpha Tip? I don't remember what chart we were on when that comment came in. Explaining Elliott Wave Theory for crypto and stock. Oh, that was AI summary. I was reading an AI summary. Jeez. What do you think about ARM 6-month forecast? In your opinion, think it grows more than NVIDIA? What's ARM? Follow the plan and not the news. 100% JCH. 100%. I stick to my charts and let everything else be, what it is. So essentially your wave 1 is your indicator and your moves are usually made within wave 3. Yeah, so for I'll show you one that I just added to my portfolio. Hold on. So Circle Internet Group. I had a lot of people asking me about this on the TikTok live, but also in the comments. So let me move this out of the way. So you can see on Circle, right? We have this big structure, and out of all of this price action, right? We didn't get any impulsive up. We didn't get anything like that. It was mainly just this big pop. We had this move, then this move, then this move, right? We just had this big move down. And honestly, it looks like this is an A wave. And then this is like an A, B, C, A wave. It almost looks like we have this impulsive wave down. We have like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of what it looks like. But then we had this bottom down here. And then I had a lot of people asking me about Circle because, price since these lows has gone up. What did price go up? About 170% from the low down here, right, at $48 back in February. And what I identified on the daily time frame on Circle was this initial wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And this was actually an extended 5th here. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up to the 5th. But nonetheless, we had a 5-wave move up for this for Circle. And then we had this big ABC structure down. So when we were looking at Circle, this was something that was on my watch list, and I think we looked at it up here before the drop. It was definitely before the drop because I remember it on stream back last week because someone was saying Circle, and we were pumping up, and I said, well, I did a video on it after, and I was thinking to myself, well, this thing looks tops. We have a 5-wave move, expected downward target. So the levels that I was paying attention to, again, was between 100 to 82. Those were levels for me to potentially get into Circle and then ride the next move up. So this being the wave 1, the wave 2, and then the wave 3 is next. So I was waiting for price to get to these levels, and I want to say this was on Monday. What was that? The 24th? Yeah, so yesterday. The price hit the 0.382, so I added some circle here. Not a whole percentage yet. So if I was going to invest, $1,000, I didn't add all $1,000. I added a percentage, and then if price goes down to the 0.5, I'll add a little bit more. If price goes down to the 0.618, I'll add a little bit more. And then for me, what I'll do is wait for the next move up. And assuming we bottom at the 0.5, my next target on circle is 233. So while yes, the wave one can provide sort of a forefront analysis of like, okay, let me wait for a wave 5 to happen and then wait for the pullback, get in, and then wait for the next wave up. That's typically how I like to approach it, is wait for the initial impulse, pull back, and then you ride the next wave up, because that gain is typically pretty significant, right? That's a 152% gain, which is going to be pretty nice. So that for me is what's next on Circle. So I'm adding this one to my portfolio. And that will be a start of a larger move. So that essentially is wave one of a larger wave one. So we have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. And then you'll have an ABC pullback to correct this entire move. And then you'll have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up. So that's essentially what's next for Circle, is a big 5-way move up, a move down, and a move up. Again, this is all speculative into the future, but as price action develops, this will become more clear. But this does look like a pretty nice impulse off the low. A wave 2, we'll get a 3, 4, 5, and then we'll correct that whole move. So that's one that I'm adding to my portfolio. I've already added NEO because we had a nice bottom, so I took a position in NEO. Let's see, what do we got here? Will Tesla go up tomorrow? So I'm not a short-term trader. I don't pay attention to daily. I pay attention to bigger position. You also adding Coinbase? I was considering it, but I just like Circle. I just thought Circle was doing really well, so I added that. I was looking at potentially adding Coin. This one also looks pretty good, but I'm waiting for a pullback on Coin, because Coin, my next target on Coinbase is 800. But for me, the better risk to reward was MSTR. So instead of adding Coinbase, I wanted to add MSTR. That was the one that I wanted to add. So this was the wave 1, the ABC2, and then the wave 3. Of this initial push, I do think we've corrected down on this wave up. The only problem I was running into with Coinbase was this price action wasn't really that clear. Like, this almost looked like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, and ABC 4, and then we should expect one more wave up for Coinbase. As long as price stays above 173, we can anticipate this being a 5-way move, and then I would wait for the ABC correction. So from a structure standpoint, that's why I wasn't adding Coinbase, because we didn't have a 5-way move yet. I was waiting for this to develop and then have an ABC down, then I would look to add. Whereas MSTR has already done that, so I'm waiting to add MSTR. Fetch. I think we did Fetch yesterday. I want from memory. Fetch. I want to say we did this yesterday. How are these lines on here for? The only problem we ran into with Fetch is, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the only problem we ran into with Fetch was this can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because the wave 4 invalidates this wave 1. This can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because the wave 3 is the shortest and this invalidates wave 1. So this whole structure just looks like there's really not much to it. The only thing we're waiting for is a wave 1 off the bottom, then a 2, and then a 3, 4, 5. So until that happens, there's really no telling where this thing's going to go. Do you buy shares or options? So for my long-term stuff, I rarely buy options. The thing that I mainly do is buy shares. Like for stocks, I buy shares. Crypto, I buy spot. I am considering doing some swing trading, which will be probably more options based, just because I'll be able to allocate lower amounts of capital but control more shares. So I'm waiting for some positions, probably Coinbase, to make its move down, and then I'll look to add, an option play on that. But I'm still playing around with that strategy because obviously it's something that I've never really done before. Most of the stuff that I do is more long-term investing because I just hate paying attention to the charts all the time. With my strategy, I can look at it on a monthly time frame and just be really patient. And you eliminate some of the risk of option decay and timeline decay and everything like that. So I just haven't really experimented with swing trading options yet, but it's something that I'm testing out. What do we got here? What's up, Topper? Can you check out Tau? Yeah, we can do Tau. Tesla? I think we looked at Tesla the other day. Yeah, Tesla. I mean, Tesla on the 3-month looks like this. So it almost looks kind of like Microsoft, where we have a wave 1, this ABC kind of running flat 2. So this being the wave 1, ABC 2, wave 3, ABC 4, and then we're kind of in the 5th leg. So that's kind of what it looks like for Tesla. I'm curious where this... I mean, the next target for the wave 5 is about 600. Would be the next target for the wave 5. The only problem with this price action on the smaller time frame is there's really not a lot of impulses. Well, let's see. Yeah, because this is like an A, B, C, a B wave, and a C wave. Then we have this A, B, C, B wave, and then we have this. Yeah, so this almost looks like a massive wave A, wave B, wave C, and then... I mean, this is kind of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this wave 2. Maybe this is a 1, 2, 3, ABC 4, and 5. I mean, it kind of looks like that, but that price would be way too small to be a wave 3. Yeah, because wave 3 would target 700 if that's the case. I mean, the price action on Tesla just looks so choppy. Like, just there's not a lot of structure to it. It's very hard to see. I mean, this one, maybe this is an ABC and then drop, and then we have this 1, 2. Actually, this price action right here is a little bit more clean. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then this, no, I don't think it crossed into that territory. Wait, did it? No, it didn't. So technically that makes sense. So this being the wave 1, the wave 2. I mean, 661 would be the next target. The only problem is this price action just doesn't look impulsive is the problem. Like, you have this impulsive wave up with this wave 2, and then wave 3 targets 661 would be the next target. However, it just, the price action just doesn't really look impulsive up. Let me see. I mean, maybe I would be forcing the shit out of that, but it looks like we could have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a really small 5. And then this like long corrective structure. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I mean, it's just, it doesn't look clean. So again, like, I just don't like it. I personally don't like it. I just wouldn't invest in Tesla. That's just me. I mean, yeah, it might have great fundamentals. Elon's doing great stuff, but from a structure standpoint, it just doesn't look clean, if I'm being honest. I'd rather put my money in other things that look more clean. There's just better risk to reward. That's what I always say to myself, too. Like, you don't have to invest in everything. Like, you don't have to invest in everything. You just have to be really... Like, some of the biggest investors only invest in, like, 3 things. Like, they'll pick 3 stocks and then just stick with those. They don't really diversify all that much. And that's kind of what I try to do. I try to find really clean charts, put my money there, and then, just wait. Just have patience and wait. Like, don't FOMO, don't get greed, don't, just let price come to you. You don't have... If you want to invest in everything and you're, like, trying to buy every stock on the market, just buy the S&P. There's no point in scattering $50 here and $50 here trying to buy 500 different stocks. It's not going to help you. For me, I'd rather put big bets in a smaller portion of stocks than scatter myself out, between 50 different, like I got to own Tesla and Microsoft and Google and this and this. Just buy the S&P, you'll be better, and you won't have to pay attention to each chart, constantly. But again, that's my personal opinion, so you can agree or disagree. That's totally up to you. So Tau 1300 is my next target on Tau. This being the wave 1, and then this is the complex 2, and then we're kind of starting the wave 3. We covered this yesterday, how I was expecting Tau to have one more move up. For those of you that were in the live yesterday, I think Topper, you were in here yesterday. You could probably back me up here, just that I'm not spewing smoke out my ass. But yesterday in the stream, I said this was the wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, the wave 4, and expect a wave 5 up, which is obviously what we're getting now. We're getting this this wave 5 up. I think my next target on that was. Yeah, I was saying between the 1.618 and the 2, so somewhere, prices kind of reacted to the 2 and came down. For me, the better risk to reward is don't FOMO in now, wait for an ABC pullback. That would be what I would do. And that would make sense, right? Because Tau had this big explosive 5-wave move off the low. That looks like the start of the impulse of wave 1. So this being the wave 1 pullback here, and then you'll get the wave 3 next. But for me, I would not touch Tau until it has an ABC pullback. I would wait for 287 being the minimum, and then layer in between 287 to 232 as price kind of makes its ABC pullback. Just dollar cost average. That would be my opinion, and how my strategy works is wait for a pullback here, because you have a really nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up, and then if you get the way. Why do I always have to do these puzzle pieces on TikTok Live? This is so annoying. The next target on Tau, say we pull back to the 0.5 right in the middle, right? We don't pull back to the 0.32. We don't go to the 0.68. Say we pull back to the 0.5. The next target on Tau would be 639. So that would be a nice 140% gain from that level. But that is kind of what's next is ABC, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up. To about the 1.618, it possibly could extend to the 2. It also could potentially extend to the 2.618, which is not off the table. So that would honestly just increase your percentages. If it went to the 2.618, that's a 234%. So that's sort of what's next for Tau. Ultimately, the longer time frame target on Tau is 1300. Up here at 1300, that would be my next target. So wait for like a pullback to say 287. And then wait for 1300. That's a 300% gain. That's a nice trade. Let's see. What do we got? Spot on, buddy. Thanks, Hopper. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. I remember someone recommended Tau yesterday, so we were covering it yesterday. Wow, it's already 7:30 already? Damn, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. That's what I like to say. What is the best way to invest in oil? So I don't really invest in oil, to be honest. I'm kind of inverse, but I think you have to have a futures account to invest in oil. I'm not entirely sure. What's the best way to find the wave theory points? There's books out there for Elliott Wave Theory. I know there's a lot of people that cover it on YouTube. For me personally, I like books because I feel like YouTube is just a lot of people trying to market Elliott Wave Theory and market their course to get you to join their course. So I would say typically I would rely on books for that. But you can get some on Amazon. They're like $10. That's how I learned, was from books. And then also just looking at a lot of charts and trial and error and just learning the strategy. New trading charts, can you do a quick... It depends on your strategy. Is that Ambrose? It depends on your strategy. Like reading charts, it's different for everyone. Some people use... Wyckoff, some people use a different strategy, some people use Elliott Wave Theory like myself. It really just depends on what you use. What's up, Roro? I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks, Nick. You're the best. I appreciate that, Mark. Tau usually pumps before a big market dump. Well, if confluences or anything, and that is and that is something that the market follows, Juicy Juice, well, Tau just pumps, so... And with my theory with Bitcoin dumping, that could make sense. Thoughts on Coinbase? Good buying since major drop. I do think there's probably another wave up for Coinbase, and then it starts its ABC corrective wave down. That, for me, is what it looks like on Coinbase. Like, we do have a nice impulsive wave up. It just, for me, I only see four waves so far. I only see this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we should get a 5, and then an ABC. But I mean, if we get a wave 5 up here, I mean, that would make sense. This already came down to the 0.32. I mean, the dollar cost average zone here is not bad because it's a wave 4. So, you know, if you buy in at the wave 4, wave 5 would be next, then you get an ABC pullback. You could add to your position there and then wait for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, in my opinion, it's not a bad move, you know, adding here and then waiting for the wave 5, then an ABC, and then adding more and then waiting for the wave, you know, the continuation. What website? This is TradingView. TradingView.com is the website. When do I think Bitcoin dumps? Thank you, Hoppa. Yeah, TradingView. Bitcoin, I do think probably dumps. I don't. Time-wise, it's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. Like it is hard enough as it is to analyze the market, and then throwing in a time factor in there, it just makes it even more complex. Can you please do soon deep dive? I know you covered it roughly, please. Soon? I think we did soon. I gotta redo the clip because I can't remember who was asking for SoundHound. There was someone asking for it in my TikTok comments, and I said that I would clip it up and add it, but I totally forgot to do that. Ugh, man. With soon, I have this being the wave 1, and then this ABC2 and the wave 3 being at $39 next. That's what I have, and you can already see on here, you know, we've had a huge decline, so it's already at very big discounted levels. So yeah, I mean, for me, $40 is next, and let me see. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, because even if you look at the daily time frame on SoundHound, this can't be a wave 1, 2, 3, and then an ABC 4 because price has already invalidated this wave 1. So the starting point for me for the wave 1 was here. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this big ABC. As long as price stays above like $5 down here at $5, for me that's that would be a valid wave 2, and then a wave 3 would target $40 next. Thoughts on SoFi? I think we did SoFi. Oh, Polkadot. Oh yeah, I remember. Polkadot's still in corrective phase. There's really not a lot for Polkadot, to be honest. Like, I own Polkadot, I do, but as far as the chart structure goes, it just looks like shit. If I'm being honest. I bought Polkadot back in 2022, I think, thinking that was the low because we had a big ABC down, and the next thing you know, we get another ABC to the downside. So you can never anticipate things to 100%. But I bought Polkadot back in like I bought it in August of 2023, like at this peak bottom here at like $4, and then that thing just absolutely ripped lower. But from a structure standpoint, it doesn't look good. The next thing we're waiting for is an impulsive 1 off the low with a 2, and then we can chart out the 3. So we'll see what that looks like. If it rides over the 0.786, the theory is broken, isn't it? No, so the theory is not broken, just a deep correction. The only way the theory is broken is if you get, I'll show you an example. So if you get a wave 1 and a 2, like, as long as price doesn't invalidate the wave 1, meaning it doesn't come and like what Polkadot did, how it, you know, invalidated this wave 1 here, how price, you know, went up and then invalidated it, as long as price stays above the starting point of wave 1, it's still valid. Hoffa said, where can I purchase your Kasesi Wave Theory book? I never thought about writing a book, to be honest. I'm not the best at I'm not a good writer, I'll be honest. My writing skills are atrocious. You can talk about English teachers back in the day. I fucking hated writing. I'm good at speaking, like I can speak, but writing, not my skill set. My wife's a good writer. I'm more the analytical finance mind, whereas writing, you don't want me writing a book, especially hand drawn. I look like chicken scratch. However, I am looking at doing some level of coaching. I've had a lot of interest in doing like a coaching program. So I set up the Discord now. That's always going to be free, but I'll probably add a like paid version of Discord for those of you that are interested in learning Elliott Wave Theory. But also, if you don't want to do Elliott Wave Theory, if you're like, hey, I don't have the time to do this, like I don't want to sit around, analyze charts all the time, like I just want to go based off of, you know, what you buy and what you sell and when you add and when you buy, like sort of like a signal thing. I'm looking at doing that as well. And obviously I'll make that as like a private channel on Discord. And then for the paying, for the people that want to subscribe to that, you know, you'd have access to those channels. You'll see my portfolio and all that good stuff. So that is in the works. But I got to set all that stuff up first. And then I'll probably add some like PDF guides, you know, things that I create to, you know, if you don't want to necessarily partake in like the full-blown membership, I'll be able to provide value via like some level of book or PDF guide where I can take everything that I know, put it in there and, you know, make it available, whatnot. Do you think Dot is dead like the major influencers say? I mean, but they say that a lot about, like, you could say the same thing about Aptos, which is a newer token. And I know that's not like a good comparison because Polkadot's a little bit older, but even if you look at Aptos, right, it's the same shit. Like, it literally looks like Polkadot just at a greater extent. And this is a newer token, which I know a lot of people were talking about, like, from a fundamental standpoint. It just absolutely rugged. So I think that everyone's using that as an excuse, not an excuse. I mean, it's valid, right? Like, price is just absolutely cratered. But I think that these tokens will wake up, you know, obviously the ones that have real world applications, some fundamentals behind it, some type of growth in their project. I do think that they will wake up and outperform because they've been depleted so much. And there's not a lot of sell pressure in here, like, because everyone's sold, right? So everyone just relinquished their tokens. If you get some buying in here, there's not much resistance and it'll just absolutely rocket. So I think we'll get big swings in altcoins. It's almost like that age-old saying, high tide, what is it? High tide lifts all boats, or all tides lift all boats, or whatever that saying is. So I do think we should get some outperformance in altcoins. Obviously, them being lower market cap, it doesn't take as much to move them up. So I do think that there'll be some outperformance here in altcoins soon, and then people will say, "Oh shit! Like, you know, Polkadot's back on the map, Aptos is back on the map, whatever it's going to be." Any recommendations to watch? I mean, right now I'm in Neo. I'm dollar cost averaging into Circle. I'm looking at BMNR, SBET, MSTR to add to the portfolio, and then VeChain and EOS are some ones that I'm adding to my overall portfolio. Do you like ADA? I do own ADA. Yeah, I do have ADA. It is part of my portfolio. 55K for Bitcoin in April. It's possible. I mean, again, my next zone is 50 to 60K. Like, that's my next zone on Bitcoin. And there's kind of multiple confluences there. One being on the monthly time frame. Again, you'll hear me talk about these levels all the time. Is between the 0.32 to the 0.618. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. The ones that come to the TikTok lives pretty frequently. And for this wave 1 to the wave 5, the 0.5 to the 0.618 is between 60 to 50K, right? So we have the larger time frame decline, or the larger time frame fib at 60 to 50K at the 0.5 and 0.618. Then if you go to the daily time frame, for this wave 4, for the wave 5, I mean, for the wave 5, my next targets are between the 1 and the 1.618, which is 60 to 50K. And then if this is the start of the wave 1 down, and we retrace to say 72, 73, my next target is 58K to like 55. So that's between 60 to 50K. So there's like multiple things lining up for me based on my strategy for a 60 to 50K. Do you think the others market just finished their wave 5 on the downtrend? Is that Medici? Thank you for the heart. What is it? Others? Others? Let's see. Let me move this. I don't know what that must be old. I don't know what that is. So the others chart almost looks like Ethereum. I wish I could put that on there, but we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. And then we have this sort of A, B structure down here. Now on the weekly, let's see. On the weekly, it does look like we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and then this is just an A, B, C, like complex wave 2. This almost looks like Tau. Like just memorize this structure right here. This whole structure. Memorize this, right? You have the wave 1, then you have this A, B, C, D, E type structure. So memorize that, and then look at Tau. And then you have Tau, which looks almost the same. You have this wave 1, then you have this A, B, C, D, E type structure, and then we're starting the impulse up. So Tau looks very similar to others in the sense that they're both in their wave 3s, which is great for altcoins because altcoins... Oh, wait, I can do that? Oh, that's sick. Okay. All right, so look at the others chart here, right? And now look at Tau. Wait, that's others. Tau, others. Tau, others. They look the same. You have these big structures. So if we get something like Tau's doing, we should expect this rip up here. Something like this. You know, somewhere up here for a wave 1. So we'll get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, an ABC, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC. Something like that is next for others, based on this being the wave 1, the A, B, C, D, E wave 2, and then wave 3 is next. The next target on the others chart would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next target for me on others would be 585 billion on others. So that would be my next target, and we should expect a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up, something like that to 585. What do we got here? Hey, when people say they trade Forex, what does that mean? Is that AUX the one you just showed? The one I just showed. We were on Tau. What were we on before that? Forex, how do I describe Forex? People in the chat probably can describe it better than I am, but better than I do, but it's like futures trading. Which is way different. I don't know the physical definition of it. I know what it is, but I don't know how to describe it. Yearnfi. I think there was someone saying micro in there for a while. What was it? Micron? What is micron? Micron technology? So this is the 3-month. I mean, it kind of looks like we're in the wave 3. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, and ABC 2. And then this looks like the wave 3. It looks like we're probably it looks like we might be overextended here. Now we're kind of at the 2.618, so it does look like it's extending. Now the only question is, what does price action look like from here? I mean, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that can't be a 4. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, we're definitely in a wave 3. The only question, like this price action is very overlapping, so it's hard to determine what it is. I mean, this definitely looks like some sort of wave 1. Or no, wait. Because this definitely looks like it has some 5-wave movement on it. So this could be a 1, a 2. But then this structure right here is just so overlapping. Like this can't be a wave 1, 2. Like it almost like you can't really have, there's too many. You can't have a wave 1 2 and then a 1 2 and then a 1 2 and then a 1 2 like that. That doesn't work. So yeah, the only thing that I would wait for is a pullback on this thing. I mean, we're already at the 2.618 extension. This price action is just so overlapping. It's just, it doesn't look that clean, to be honest. Yearn-Fi? I want to say we did Yearn-Fi before. I can't remember when, but I think we did Yearn-Fi. Well, I think it was Sunny that recommended Yearn-Fi a while back. I don't know if Sunny's still in here, but the only problem is, I mean, this could technically be a wave 1 with this being a wave 2. The only problem I'm seeing on that is I don't really see a 5-wave move up. That's the only problem. But if I go to the daily time frame, I mean, yeah, the daily time frame kind of has that. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. But then this 5 doesn't even look like a 5 because it just looks like, it looks like micron on that. So, oh wait, no, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have this A wave, B wave, and this massive C wave. So it almost looks as though that just doesn't make any sense to me. 72,000 is the next price target on that. I mean, based on this being the wave 1, the wave 2, or no, this being the wave 1 and the ABC2, and then the wave 3 should target this. I mean, that's possible, but the only problem is this wave right here is just throwing me off. 1, 2, yeah, this looks like a corrective wave to me. Let me see something. Kinda. Yeah, I mean, 72,000 seems like a lot, but I mean, based on the chart, it suggests that. It's struggling here, but still fighting what a price action. Shit, I forgot what that was in reference to. I don't remember what that was in reference to. Did I miss Tau? No, you can go back to Tau. There's no changes on Tau. The only thing that I'm waiting for, and again, Tau's been ripping, so I know it's been on a lot of people's minds right now. On the daily time frame, this is what I was suggesting for Tau. We already have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement on Tau on the smaller time frame. I would wait for an ABC pullback and then, you know, get in then. And if you're already in, you know, kind of just hold because the next target on it is 1300. But if you're looking to get in Tau and you're not already in Tau, wait for an ABC pullback. That's what I would wait for. Get in somewhere down here and then wait for the you know, the next move up. That would be my opinion. Let me scroll up here. I mean, the next zones on Tau would be 285 to 231. That would be the next zones for me on Tau. I use 250x leverage in all trades. Juan, you are a degen, but I respect it. I think that's hilarious. What's your Discord channel? So if you go into on TikTok specifically, but all the other socials, in my description, in my bio, there will be my link tree there. And if you hit my link tree, it's the top one. It just says join my community. So you'll see the Discord channel there at the top and you can join it. It's free. But if you have questions or need help joining it, just let me know and I can send you the link directly. But if you go to my TikTok bio, there is the link there, the Linktree account, and then you can hit the Discord. Opening a schlong on Bitcoin for Friday weekend. You are a degen, 250x leverage. That's playing with fire. Could you do PG, please? PG. What's that, George? PG? Is that Procter Gamble? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, yeah, we can look at Procter Gamble. Are you going to post your trades on your Discord server? Possibly, Roro. That's where I'm deciding. I'm like, you know, because I do want to. I'm probably going to create a. I'll keep you posted on that. I'm working on Discord. I'm having. I don't know if Ivan is in here. Ivan, if you're in here. Thank you for helping me with the Discord. I don't know if you're in here or not, but if you're in here, shout out to you. But I'm working on getting everything set up, so I might create a channel like, trades or whatever, and then post the videos that I post on social or post my links. So I'm working through some stuff. I'm not a Discord, like I don't really know Discord that much, so I'm working through things and trying to create the channels and build it out. Trying to accomplish things day after day and just add little pieces to improve it. But that is something that I'm considering, yes. Sorry, I'm back. Oh, no worries, George. I mean, my next target is at Kevu. My next target on Bitcoin's 200K. Procter and Gamble. Procter and Gamble. Let's look at you. All right, I'm gonna need more price. I'm gonna need more months than this. Let's go to the 6 month. All right, so on the 6 month, it almost looks like we have a wave 1, a wave 2. This wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, extended wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 1, 2. Three, we should get a 4, 5. Yeah, that would make sense. So this being the 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's analyze it from what's that? The .com. All right, how much did that pull back? Oh yeah, that pulled back right to the 0.5. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so let's analyze it from on the 3 month since the 2001. Let's see what that looks like on the lower time frame. So let's see. This looks like a wave 1, wave 2. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3, wave 4. Right? Wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4. Okay. And then it looks like we're in the 5th wave. So yeah, 1, ABC 2. Does that... No, wait. 3, 4. Wait a second. Let me mark this out. So 1, 2. So I want to analyze it from 2018. This cross? No, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's a wave. So this is the 1, 2. And make sure this fulfills all the rules. I mean, that does cross higher, so that makes sense. So wave 3, wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 5. A wave, B wave, C wave. Okay, so let me mark this out. Let me just look at it again on the larger time frame. Okay, so we had this wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then we're currently in the 5th. And of the 5th, it looks like we have a wave 1, a wave 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, and we're currently in the 5th leg. That's what it looks like. It looks like we're in the 5th leg. So I would say limited upside, depending on where this thing pushes up to. But it's, yeah, this structure, let me see one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're kind of in the 5th. And of the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it kind of looks like we've already completed a 5th wave because we have this wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would say upside's probably limited on this, and to be honest, just because we have this like on the 6 month time frame, like you can see that it just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Like that's kind of what it looks like on the 6 month time frame. Is you have this wave 1, wave 2, extended wave 3, wave 4, and then a wave 5. That's what it looks like on Procter & Gamble, and then we probably should expect after a 5-wave move, you know, a correction on this thing. You know, somewhere between 100 to 69 would be a correction on PG. That's what it looks like, because this is the 1, the 2, the extended 3, the 4, and then we're in the 5th. So that for me on Procter & Gamble, I would say upside is limited, but the correction ABC down is more likely. So I don't really go down to the hourly chart, George. I don't day trade or swing trade. I'm more of an investor, so I look at the larger time frames. Hell yeah, bro, that would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, I'm contemplating how I want to structure it, but ideally the structure is going to be some level of like a membership coaching program, and included in that would be coaching. Like I would do, like, you know, absolute coach you on how to do what I just did. Like I would train you, you know, we'd probably have like 2 or 3 sessions a week, depending on how many members, you know, either one-on-one or group, and then do coaching. I would provide my own portfolio, like what I'm in, what I'm invested in, my buy signals, like when I buy something, when I sell something, and then short-term options trading. When I start doing that, I'll have my signals out saying, hey, I bought, you know, Coinbase options. Here's the strike price. Here's what I bought. You know, signals like that. Here's where I sold. So that's in the works. I haven't launched it yet. I wanted to get the Discord set up first, and then I'm going to probably set up like private channels for people that want to be in that membership program. And then I'll probably share maybe some charts for the free version, like being able to provide value for the free version, but not share everything, because that'll be reserved for, you know, obviously the membership program. But definitely something in the work. Okay, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, George. Absolutely. On the daily, how high do you see Bitcoin moving? My invalidation, Omar, is 76K, but the higher probability move is towards 60 to 50K. Do Telegram over Discord. We've done Telegrams in the past, like when we were doing, like, obviously this was separate to social media. We were just setting it up amongst my friends and stuff. And I just found, like, with Telegram, there were so many bots. Like, there were so many scam bots that would just flood your Telegram channel. I personally just, Discord's easier because I can do Discord calls in there, and there's a lot of integrations with Discord where I can set up, like, you know, membership plans and then roles and all this kind of stuff. I liked it better from the channel perspective too, like having separate channels for certain things. It just worked better for what I'm trying to do. But I understand the benefit of Telegram, because there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with that as well. What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock? Damn, this time went by really fast. Okay. Let's see. I might, honestly, I'm getting tired. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired. So I might end the stream there and then pick this back up tomorrow, if I'm being honest. But let's end with Bitcoin, because I want to give y'all a perspective of what I see next on Bitcoin. So, because I know you were asking, like, what price do I see Bitcoin going up to? The next levels for me on Bitcoin are between the 0.382 and the 0.618. We're already kind of in the middle of it right now. So we've had this sort of wave 1 and then wave 2 pullback. The zones for me were between 73 to 71, like, you know, 70 and some change, 72 and some change, potentially even 74 at the 0.786. But those are the zones I'm monitoring. We'll have the wave 1, the pullback 2, and then the drop 3. If price decides to reclaim 76K, then this wave 1 is invalidated. Then this wouldn't be a 2 and a drop 3. So those are kind of the key zones I'm paying attention to. 76K being my invalidation, and then the 0.618 to the 0.5 being a reversal point for the wave 3. Thanks a lot, Nick. Have a good night, bud. Absolutely, Roro. I will. Tomorrow I may not go as long just because of March Madness. You know, the games pick up tomorrow, so I kind of want to watch those, but I'll definitely be on tomorrow. What happens at invalidation? It just means that this isn't a wave 1 and further corrections on the table. So Ideally, we want this to be the wave 1 so we can have the 2, 3, 4, 5 down to complete the structure. But if price action decides to invalidate it, it just means we're still in the wave 4 and more corrections on the table. So we could just chop around in this zone for a little bit and then have the drop. Is essentially all it means. So I'm just waiting for price action to show me what's next. If we continue to chop, we continue to chop, and then we get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down. Until we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down, this is just corrective territory. What app and indicators to use? So I don't use any indicators. This like interface that I'm on right now with this chart is called TradingView. Is the name of it. It's tradingview.com. It's a free like charting tool that you can use. For me, I just like the look of TradingView. It's very user-friendly and it's free. Like I don't have to pay anything for this. As far as the numbers that are labeled, like the Roman numerals and all that, that's all hand-drawn. So, you know, that's something that I move around and draw based on my own stuff. Thanks a lot. Yeah, absolutely, Omar. Absolutely. Okay, so with that being said, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. What do we got here? With that being said, I think I'm going to call the TikTok live there tonight and YouTube. And for those of you on Twitch and Kick, I think I'm going to call that tonight. I want to get some rest tonight because I am tired. I want to get a good night's sleep tonight. Shout out Fiji for the water. Absolutely, Topper. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, honestly, tonight was a good stream. Again, if you want to join the Discord, it is in the link in all of my socials. It's free. You know, I'm just trying to build a community on there. I have a couple different channels right now as far as like community members sharing trade ideas with each other. Just want to make it a space for others to talk about finance, just, you know, have a community really. That's really what it's meant for. So building that out as we speak. And then there'll be some other channels in there, you know, community members to be able to talk about trade ideas that maybe I'm not paying attention to, right? And you can kind of bounce ideas off each other, but it's really just meant for community purposes. If you want to join it, the link is in my bio. Join the Discord. It's free. You know, feel free to stop in. If you don't want to, no worries. It's no skin off my back. I'll be your assistant. Shit. I mean, if this thing blows up, I could use it because time is money. Time is precious, and you know, there's just so many things that I can't get done in a day. And I try my best. Like I was trying to edit the Discord today, and I was like, I can't do this. And I don't know if Ivan's in the TikTok live, but he so graciously offered his services to help me clean up the Discord because I'm not a huge tech savvy person. So if you're in here, shout out to you, Ivan. I appreciate it. But with that being said, I'm going to get some rest. I will see y'all tomorrow, and then we'll wait to see what Bitcoin does overnight. I don't think Bitcoin's really going to do anything, to be honest. I think we're just waiting for the drive down. Let me know if you need any help. Thanks, Rogo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. It seems to be moving pretty well. I've got to get some bots set up in it tomorrow. That's the goal. So stage 1 was adding in the auto mods, you know, adding in the verifications to make sure that if you are in the Discord, it's more likely that you're a human versus just some scam bot trying to scam people. Tomorrow, I'm going to add a CAPTCHA bot to it to eliminate just like raids and bots and people coming into the live and trying to DM you guys or scam you or impersonating me. There was already someone in the Discord that was using a fake name, and they copied my address, but instead of nick.cassesi, they put a .nick Cassesi. So everyone he was messaging all the community members, so I had to ban him. But adding in like security protocols like that to protect users, make sure that no one gets scammed, is the goal. So that'll be rolling out over the next couple days. I'm taking it in chunks, trying not to knock it out all day. Yep, got a fake profile from TikTok as well. I'm trying I don't know how to do it on TikTok. That's a TikTok thing. I report everyone. If you guys see fake profile, don't report me. Like, don't report my actual account. But if you see like a fake account that is impersonating me, and just look at the username of it. If it's not mine, I report every single one of them. I've already had, I think, 3 or 4 on Instagram get created, and myself and some friends reported them already. So they're off, but they're popping up out of the woodwork. I guess that means I'm doing something right, but it is very annoying, and I apologize if they're messaging you. I will never DM you first. I will never ask you for a crypto wallet address. I will never ask you for money. I will never, request that you click this link. Just if someone sends you a DM and asks you for something, that's not me. I will never DM you first. So I'm happy to DM you if you DM me. Like, I'll talk to you, but I will never shoot you a DM first and ask you for money or ask you for anything. So if you see that, it's probably not me. Okay. Want to make that disclosure before we get off TikTok Live, because I know there's a lot of people getting some fake accounts. They're my free followers, though. Yeah, absolutely. You can let them be the free followers. I don't care. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. Okay. With that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. And same time tomorrow, 6 to 6:30. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Where's the end? There we go. All right, for those of you on YouTube, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, and Twitch and TikTok. I don't know if there's any... I can't see any viewers on there, so...